Hello, I'm not trying to define the meta or anything. I just want to provide a new player guide. I'm level 50, I've got like 150 hours in Steam. I just want to cover a rough idea of what particular stratagems are bad, what you should avoid from the context of a new player and trying to get good equipment that functions early. Just to start off, the smokes, I've not heard a use case for them. The toxic gas, I've not heard a use case for that either. It doesn't work very well. I think you've got better options. The new 50 caliber or whatever heavy machine gun thing sucks. The damage isn't very good. Literally, the only way you would want to use it is if you are wanting a machine gun weapon that can destroy destructible objects like Hulk viewports. I would just avoid this thing entirely. The default landmines are bad. I'm told that they're okay against automaton trash. The ballistic shield is terrible. The man turret is terrible. The javelin is terrible. The mech is not very good. It is good against bugs. I do use it personally. I quite like it a lot. But it's from a perspective of someone trying to get use out of their stratagems. It isn't effective. There's a lot of limiters. There's a lot of it's very fragile. It'll destroy itself very easily. It'll get killed by turrets. Enemies are far too aware of where your mech is. It just the whole game systems start breaking down when you get in a mech. The starting machine gun is bad just because you can't use it while moving. Not that the gun itself is bad or that it's bad to use, but that the fact that you have to stop and not move in order to reload is bad, and that gets you killed. The default machine gun turret is bad. It is a machine gun turrets in general are a friendly fire machine. And I don't think that the turret itself has any benefit in terms of what it's good against. The napalm is good against area denial. If you want to force the robots or bugs to not use an area, it's okay. But you need to be very careful what area you put it in, because you need to be absolutely 100% sure that your team is never going to try to need to move there. The same with the stun field, and the same with the Tesla coil. The sniper rifle is just a matter of bad balancing. It doesn't deal enough damage. It doesn't have enough destructive power. It has way too much bullet drop. It's not usable outside of first-person mode. The Tesla thing is way too friendly fire happy, and it doesn't have a use case in terms of it doesn't solve a problem. The stun mortar is good in terms of defense missions, but I don't like mortars. I've been killed by them way too often. I think they're friendly fire machines, just like most of the other turrets. But if you are running a defensive mission and you do need something stunned, it's good. If you want something to apply slow, this is the single best source of slow in the game. Rockets are good. They're a good kill button. They will kill armor. However, you don't really know where the rockets are going to come in from. They come in from above, and try to hit the target designation thing you throw. The problem is that you don't know where this is going to come from, and you don't know if the rockets are going to get obstructed, and you don't know if you are between the target and the rockets. You can get killed from quite a ways away just because you're at the wrong place, you're at the wrong angle, and the rockets come in and kill you or your friends. Bomblets, I do not believe, have the ability to destroy hard targets. The laser drone is the best pet build in the game. The problem is, pets are not good in this game because the AI is not good in this game. The laser guard dog is the best autonomous trash removal tool. The The bullet firing one is bad. Don't use it. I accidentally put it too high. It's straight trash. It will run out of ammo, and then it will try to eat your supplies, which is terrible. Don't do that. The 380 is a volatile, unpredictable tool. It is very good at destroying things but it's also very inconsistent. The 120 is exactly like the 380, except smaller. It is just as inconsistent, and it is just as likely to kill friends. The Gattling gun I put too high. It cannot kill heavies. It is a trash removal tool, but it has a long delivery time. It isn't very good. It looks cool, but it isn't very good. The Gattling gun is the best machine gun turret. However, I think turrets in general are a friendly fire machine. I do think, personally, it's one of the better turrets, though. Incendiary mines are good against bugs. I think they're better than the other mine. If you're going to use mines, use incendiaries. The Flamethrower will kill you unless they add fireproof armor. Don't use it. If you are using it, use it against hulks. Or not hulks, chargers. It is particularly good against bugs. It is particularly bad against automatons. The default starting orbital stratagem is effective in terms of it is a single target kill button. The problem is it has a very long arrival time. The bomblets is more reliable than the 500-pound bomb, but it is less powerful than the 500-pound bomb. But it is more powerful than the default starting one. So basically, if we're trading off, this one is the most precise, the least likely to team kill, but has the least power. This has middling power and is the most reliable. I think it's the best one out of the three. This one is the biggest power, but it has inconsistency issues I will cover later. The mortar is the most effective turret from a meta perspective. I don't like it because it tends to friendly fire. The Tesla coil, this is the shield pylon, whoops. The shield pylon I have never used. It is a defensive placed object that then projects an energy field that has a certain health pool that will stop a certain number of attacks. And it will stop both your attacks and the enemy attacks from piercing the bubble. The bubble, if you're in the bubble, you can shoot out. If you're outside the bubble, you cannot shoot in. The Jetpack is something that I quite like. But if you are not with a team who will help you do the objective, it will just get you killed. I think it is mostly a tool for getting away from danger and pushing the objective. But you have to make sure that your team is going to recognize that and work with you on the objective instead of just doing secondaries. This is a trash killing tool, just like Napalm. I think it's better because it doesn't friendly fire as much, and it is quick. It's get rid of the trash and get out. But it does not kill anything heavy. You can kill mediums if you get lucky. The SAW, I think, is just a better version of the original starting machine gun because you can reload it while moving, which is vital. But it's not particularly good against anything. It's fun. All of these are your destructive devices, your thing to destroy things, and they have different trade-offs. The Law, you get 2. Each one is disposable. You have 1 shot per launcher, and it is the highest damage stratagem that you can shoot in the game. This one has, I believe, 6 rounds on a backpack and then 1 round in the chamber. And it is a recoilless rifle. It is the lowest damage of the rocket launchers. But it is still more damage than the grenade launcher or the laser. And by laser, I mean the beam laser. The rocket launching laser thing acts like a rocket launcher, but it has no blast radius. You will not kill anything you do not directly impact. It has infinite ammo. When you pull the trigger, the thing will charge and fire automatically. You do not get to choose where it shoots or when it shoots. You can just aim and just sort of hold it there, and then it will eventually discharge. The grenade launcher You cannot kill heavy armor. You cannot kill, and then it has a shorter range. The autocannon and the laser, I think, are similar. They both have better range. They both have better ammunition economy. The autocannon has a backpack. The autocannon has a AoE. The autocannon has more damage. The autocannon has a shorter time to kill. The autocannon is also less accurate. It does have muzzle. It does have bullet drop. The laser, I think, is more effective against killing hulks in the eye ports. You can kill hulks in the eye ports with any one of these weapons. I don't know about the grenade launcher. I haven't personally used it. The rocket launcher and autocannon, I think, are the best turrets because they have slower rotation speeds, so they're less likely to friendly fire you. They have similar characteristics when it comes to their blast radius. I believe the rocket has more blast radius. The rocket is less accurate at range. The rocket is more of a shorter range thing. Because I think the rockets fire from different points in the launcher, and the rockets, I think, have drift. Whereas the autocannon is better at range. So the autocannon is your anti-tank thing, but longer range, and then the rocket, I would say, is your anti-tank thing, but at shorter range. And then the rocket will also knock you on your ass, like any other rocket weapon. From the back end of the launcher will knock anyone down behind the launcher. The orbital airburst round, I think, is the best trash killing option. Your other trash kills are here, 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 here. In terms of what I think is better. The napalm leaves a boiling pool that can kill your team, which I don't like. The cluster bombs are better than the napalm. They're effectively similar, except that it's just cluster bombs. And then the Burt, I think, is better because it's in a line, like both of the rockets and the bombs. And then it kills trash. And then the airburst fires 3 or 4 rounds with almost no damage fall off in the cone, which is rare. And then it gets rid of anything trash. And then sometimes you can get rid of mediums. The walking barrage is a gamble. It's my favorite. It fires like 6 shells, I think, in a line marching away from you. But the first 2 or 3 shells are really close to the origin, to the point where you designate. And so that can get you killed real easy. The railgun is the best anti-armor weapon, but it is also the most temperamental, the highest skill ceiling. It's fickle, it's difficult to use, it's single shot, you have to load it every single time you shoot. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but it has the most killing potential out of any of the anti-armor weapons. The orbital laser is the sort of idiot-proof destruction tool. You can only use it 3 times. It does leave a trail of burning whatever that will set people on fire. The 500-pound bomb is the most powerful destruction delete tool. However, it is not as reliable as the others due to the way the damage is modeled. The bomb will drop, and then if there's any obstruction between the bomb and the target can take reduced damage or no damage. And so this makes the bomb almost impossible to kill turrets with. And there's a bunch of other laundry list of issues that the bomb has. I think it is the most effective way to delete stuff in the game, but it's also kind of temperamental and finicky. This is the support tool. This is the friendly dudes option. You carry ammo, and you also can resupply people's meds. You get when you use a resupply from a resupply pod using this thing, you generate a pip on the backpack. And the backpack has resupply pips have less power than the normal resupply pips, but you get them for free. And so it's a really powerful ammo conservation tool, way to resupply your friends. It's great, but very few people use it, and because of the next one, the shield, because the shield is more selfish. The shield keeps you alive. It also protects you from friendly fire damage. I believe it protects you from your friendly fire from the flamethrower. It doesn't protect you from the flamethrower at burning pools, though. The orbital railgun is a kill tool. You throw a designator, and it picks, kind of at random, a target and then kills the target dead. However, that target can be a low priority target. The AI basically picks for you where it shoots, and sometimes it can shoot the wrong target. And then it doesn't have much splash damage. It's basically just like a sort of beam from God, and then one thing dies.